Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess, and we have had some thrifty fun, let me tell you. My girlfriend and I went thrift store shopping, then my husband and I went thrift store shopping and yard sale shopping. We also hit up a antique mall. I don't remember if we bought anything there or not. I'll know it when we get to it, but we're going to get started. The first thing I'm going to show you is I've got a lot of jars. And they're in this basket here. Turn it where I can get it up. It came in a laundry basket. It's pint jars, half pint jars, and quarter pint jars, and a few of these. And I don't know if the canning lids fit these or not, but I will be checking that out. And also, I think it's in this box. It may be in the other box. I've got the free laundry basket with it. I paid $5. Said 19 pieces in there. And I'm going to use the laundry basket. Don't let me think it's going to go to waste, y'all. Maneuvering stuff around. I found me a small bowl. It was $3.99 at Goodwill. There's the bottom of the bowl. So this will be good for mixing up small projects or using on the table. And this is just a cute little bag. I thought this would be cute for my grandson. It is a Dr. Seuss bag. And then something went bump. For the Cat in the Hat. It's a homemade bag, I do believe, and it is a quilted bag. Isn't that cute? Paid $1.99 for it at the Goodwill. Now this was the Goodwill up in Lexington, Tennessee. My husband and I went up there for lunch one day and decided we would stop at the Goodwill. We stopped at a church yard sale and did not see anything, at least I didn't. I thought some of their prices were too high. But my husband picked these up. They're cast iron. And he paid $1 a piece. They're little hooks. And we can use those somewhere in our house, probably in a bathroom or maybe in the laundry room, somewhere to hold hats or towels. And they will come in so handy. They're cast iron, y'all. $1 a piece. Couldn't believe it. I had to fix my chair covers and fix me and get settled in because I've got a lot of bags over here. We're going to start with this bag. This was from an antique mall, and I have picked up kitchen towels or bathroom towels, whichever one you want to use them in. I'm going to keep one and I'm going to give one away. And I actually picked up two of these, and I've already got the second one ready for a giveaway that is going to be in the September. So this towel will be in the September giveaway, and I'm going to keep this one for myself. Paid $3.75 a piece for these, and in the stores these things are expensive. These are really nice kitchen towels or bathroom towels, whichever one you decide to use them in, and they're all made pretty much by the same company. These are the Harvest Collection. So really nice towels. We picked those up at an antique store, but they're brand new. Put that back in my bag. Y'all pardon the bags rattling because I do have a lot of stuff in bags. These are really, really cute. Let me get it straightened out where you can actually see. This is a half apron, y'all. No, is this a half? No, this is a full apron. And it's got a nice little ruffle around the bottom. Let me fold it where you can see it. Does not have a pocket on it though. But it's a pretty fall green color or Christmas green color. And it was $1.99. And y'all know I love my aprons. This will end up with some pockets on it. I am sure about that. I don't know if I'm going to use it for Christmas or fall yet. I will figure that out though when I get to sewing on that one. And then I picked up this one, which is really a very fall funky colored apron. Isn't that pretty, y'all? And I'm going to put a bib on this one because I like the full aprons. This one will not have any pockets unless I do the pockets on the inside of the apron, on the sides, because it's ruffled. But I thought that was really, really cute. And they've got different fabrics even underneath the ruffles. So I thought that was just really, really cute. And again, it was $1.99. Now that, I believe these two came from, I want to say these came from Lexington, but I am not sure. No, these did not come from Lexington. These came from our local Goodwill store. So I was really happy about those. Y'all know I've got quite a collection of aprons. I need to get busy on them so I can start wearing them in my videos. And some of these vintage aprons, I will add pockets and different things to it, and I will use them in giveaways at some point. Or I may use them as gifts to some of my friends that love the aprons. Now, we did stop at a Walmart out of town because our Walmart never has fabrics marked down, y'all. And these are cotton fabrics. This one is a 27 inches, 44 width, 100% cotton. And it was $3.43 for that. It's a pretty print. And then this was just a really pretty beige print that is a half yard cotton fabric. And it was $1.37. And then I just love chickens, y'all. Don't know why I love chickens. Anyway, this is a fabric that they sell at Walmart, and this was the last package they had of this at that particular Walmart. Now I'm going to be looking for more of this because I just think it's a really cute fabric. I'm going to unwrap it and let y'all see the chickens. Aren't they pretty? And it's got the chicken wire in it, and it's got sunflowers, and I thought that would be really, really cute as an apron or some other project that I might have coming up. I love the cotton fabrics, and I think those are $5.89 or $5.99, somewhere in there, for those fabrics, and sometimes they're a little bit more than that, but it's well worth it. It's already cut to the 1 yard mark. You don't have to bother anybody. And it was just really, really cute. Now this is a bag I've opened up. So let me pull this out first so I can show you the price. It was $4.99. This has a lot of stuff in it. And I'm going to start with what is in this bag, and then we'll go back over to that bag. Hush. It has some of these little stars that you can applique onto something. I thought that was kind of cute. And it had some tracing paper in here. Now, I have the tracing wheels, but I did not have the tracing paper, and it's almost impossible to find this stuff anymore. But this is what tracing paper looks like, and it comes in different colors. That one is a white. That one's white. It comes in many different colors, and women would use this to trace patterns with, or they would use it to trace out embroidery patterns. So I've got some tracing paper there. Get it back in the package. Excuse me. My allergies are kicking today. We still have that goldenrod right outside the door. And this was originally 59 cents, y'all. That tells you how old this is. But it's still good. Then it had some patterns in there. Now this is a geisha pattern. It's a 0 size. It says all sizes are included. I probably would not use this except for maybe a robe. But if somebody wants this for a costume, I might be willing to part with it. So if y'all are interested in this pattern for a costume, let me know in comments, and we might do a giveaway on that. This pattern is for window shades or window treatments. And that's another pattern that I probably will never use, so if y'all are interested in that, just let me know. Now these look like these patterns look like the pieces have been cut out. Yeah, some of these have been cut out, so just be aware of that if you're interested in these. I can't guarantee everything's in the packages. Now this is really cute. These are pillows. And it's also another pattern that I probably will never use. So if y'all are interested in any of those, let me know. And then this is just really, really cute, and it's not my size, but it might be one day. So I'm going to hang on to this one. It is definitely a 1970s look. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? I love it. It's got the pants, it's got the skirts, and I'm pretty sure it's got the top as well. So that's really, really cute. And yes, I used to make my own clothes at one point. I did make some of my clothes. I didn't do a lot of my own clothes, but I have made clothes in the past. And then this will probably be in one of my crafting giveaway piles, or I might give it to my grandson to trace over. It's these little things. So I'm going to put them back in the bag, and we're going to move over to the big bag. It had this old wooden bobbin. Old wooden bobbin, and it was for buttonholes, for making your buttonholes. It cost 20 cents for this at one time, and it contains 10 yards of the thread for sewing on buttons. It's actually a heavyweight thread. Y'all excuse me again. I actually went out. I had to go to my doctor's office this morning. And then I had to go get peas shelled. So y'all saw the video yesterday of the peas. But I went out, so I've got all that pollen now that I'm having to deal with. We have in this bag, I'm trying to get it all out, we have a lot of seam binding in here, different sizes of seam binding. You know, some of them are just scraps of seam binding, but that's okay. Whenever you have a project, you might need it. This is hem facing. It's got some lace. There's another pink seam binding. I know you can't see it very well, but that's pink. And then it has rickrack. So I really like the rickrack. And it also had a metal zipper in here. It has tatting bobbins. Those are for tatting. One day I'm going to learn how to tat. It's got another bobbin. I collect these little bobbins because a lot of times I'll buy a used sewing machine and it doesn't come with a bobbin, and I can figure out what bobbin it is and I may have it. Saves me money. It's got about three or four of those bobbins in here. And then it's got all kinds of thread in the bag. So I think that was a really, really good buy. We're going to get all this back in the bag, the big bag. And we're going to move on because I've got another bag of goodies over here that are sewing goodies. That bag was $4.99. I think I did really, really well on that. Now this bag of goodies came from a different thrift store, and they only charged $2. And we're going to see what all is in this bag. And I love getting sewing items for different projects, and this has a little bit of everything in it, I think. It's got a metal embroidery hoop, y'all. I don't have this size hoop, so that's going to come in handy. And then it had a wood crochet hook. So I thought, well, that is really, really neat. I like that. I think it's a J hook. It may be a bigger size. I'll have to compare it to some of my other ones, and then I can mark it on the end as to what size it is. But when you embroidery, you need several different size hoops, and that will come in handy for small projects. This is a tailor tacker and pattern perforator with 10 chalk pieces, and I don't even think they make this anymore. I have not seen it in my lifetime. It was originally 80 cents. It had been marked down to 72 cents, and it is definitely a vintage product made in the United States. It says eliminates needle and thread, so that's really interesting. I'll have to figure that one out. It also had some tubing tape, and I thought that was really interesting. I've never seen this either. It says turns bias tubing right side out in seconds. So that was really interesting to find in the bag. We have tons and tons of sewing needles of different sizes. I'm going to get some more of them out of the package. Different prices on them. That one was 25 cents. And this one fell out of a package apparently. And here is Singer sewing needles. I'm almost afraid to open the package up. Size 18, so these are for your sewing machine. And then here is some sewing needles made in England. And here is some sewing needles for a sewing machine as well. Let's see what else I got. And I've got these two packages are also for a sewing machine. And then this one comes in a little plastic container. I thought that was really neat. So you just slide it into the container to get your needles out. So I've got more sewing needles. Y'all, I will never need a sewing needle the rest of my life. I have plenty of sewing needles. Machine needles I might need. But here's one of those cards that they used to give out, the insurance companies used to give out. And some of them had really pretty pictures on them. I remember my mother getting those. And then this was from Kenmore. It came with the sewing machine, and it also had sewing needles inside. And they had cut a little square of paper to protect the needles, so when you open the package up, you didn't get stuck. And this was also another one of those packages that have all sorts of sewing needles inside. And I love these. I love getting these because I always know where there's a needle at when I have those big packages. We have in this bag a measuring tape, real handy to have. And y'all, I can't keep up with seam rippers. I lose them all the time, so I'm always happy when I find a seam ripper. Coco, behave. Coco. I got thimbles, y'all, in this bag, and I'm thrilled to get thimbles, especially when you do embroidery. You want, or any kind of hand sewing, you want to have a thimble on hand to help push those needles through the fabric. And I also got 2 pairs of scissors. This one is I want to say whisk scissor, or this scissor. And those are really nice snips. And then I got another pair of these little embroidery scissors, and I love that. And another bag of thread, y'all. So I've got plenty of thread now, and I really enjoy getting all of these sewing items. I'm not done with the sewing items yet. I also picked up another thimble, y'all, for 25 cents. This one I believe is plastic. I don't think it is metal. Let me check it. Because I know at one point they switched over to plastic. No, this is metal. This one is a thumb thimble. That's actually a heavy gauge thimble, y'all. So for 25 cents, that's worth buying. And this little box cost me $3. To get it turned the right direction. $3. I like the old antique boxes. I think they're neat. I wish they still pack stuff like that instead of all the plastic stuff we see today. The box is Belzer and Wilson Fountain Pen Company. So this was a fountain pen box. But inside the box are crochet hooks for filet crochet. So I've got, looks like a full set there of those real fine crochet hooks. Really nice. And the box is from Akron, Ohio. It's on the inside of the box. And again, I paid $3 for that. So I thought that was really worth it. When I do filet crochet, and I do, it's usually some kind of little border on something, or I might do the squares. I don't do doilies and stuff, but you know, little projects I can manage. I also picked up some more patterns. These were the ones that I picked out because I thought I would use them. And this first one is a Handy Sew-Ups Travel and Purse Accessories. And it was originally $1.50 up here in the corner. And then aprons, y'all. Y'all know me with my aprons. Now this is really cute. This is archived type aprons. I don't know what year these are from. Or do I? I don't know for sure what year they're from, but they're archived aprons that they brought back. And aren't those fancy? Fancy schmancy. This one is from 1971, and it's a reversible apron. And it's got just one little tiny pocket on it. And then this is a mother and daughter and all apron pattern. And this is the crisscross pattern, y'all, for the crisscross back. Or you can have it, there's one that you can just tie and it has the loop around the neck. So I really liked that. So we're going to be making some more aprons pretty soon, and I'm going to pick out another pattern and try my hand at a different type of apron. We're getting close to the end. We're not done yet, so don't go away. We'll be right back. I don't have enough cookbooks, y'all. This is the All Dart cookbook. The Way to a Man's Heart is the United Presbyterian Women of All Dart, Tennessee. This was compiled in 1978, and they're all hand-typed recipes all through this cookbook. Some of these I have never heard of or never seen before, so this is a great cookbook, and there is over 100 pages of recipes in here. And they have information in the back that sometimes you don't see. It tells you how to make whipped topping from dry milk, sour cream from dry milk, buttermilk from dry milk, sweetened condensed milk from dry milk, and it explains your household measures. And then over here it's got household hints. So I thought that was really a nice little cookbook to grab. And we're going to be doing recipes out of this, y'all. I know we will. I also picked up this one. The September is ending, or has ended, and we're going to be doing the giveaway on October the 7th at Mennonite Farmhouse. So I'm looking for recipes for next year, and I found paleo soups and stews, and this is just a really nice book. It's even got crackers and different recipes in here. It talks about veggie noodles, you know, making noodles out of your vegetables, and all kinds of hearty soups that you can make. So this is going to be a really handy book for me when I do the next soup collaboration. And we've got 2 cookie collabs coming up. One of them will be elf cookies with Gail Southern Living, or one of her channels. And then the other one is CNC Farm. Miss Ashley's going to be doing a cookie collab as well. I'm in on both of them. And y'all look what I found. The Big Book of Cookies. And this has even got the whoopie pies in here and all kinds of really interesting, look at this, peanut butter cup cookies. Interesting cookies, and so we're going to have fun picking out some recipes to do with those 2 collabs. I've got several other cookie cookbooks, so this is going to be helping me figure out what cookies I'm going to be doing. Then I was so surprised, y'all, because I couldn't believe my eyes when I came across this. This is a Gooseberry Patch cookbook. All through the seasons, recipes and crafts. It is spiral bound, and it is chocked full of recipes, y'all. Just tons and tons of recipes. Here's a pretty picture in the middle of the book. A soup and sandwich. So I like the Gooseberry Patch cookbooks. I've always found the recipes really, really good. So we're going to be doing some recipes out of this for sure. I'm going to move these books over to the side because they're kind of heavy. I've got 2 more books, y'all, and then we're done. Or I think we're done. No, we're not done. We're almost done. This was Ideals Thanksgiving. And this is a book that has poetry all through it. It's a little paperback, and it's got all types of poems and poetry and stories about Thanksgiving, and beautiful fall pictures, y'all. Just beautiful. So this is something I'm going to be looking through between now and Thanksgiving to draw some inspiration from, to kind of bring back the nostalgia that goes along with our Thanksgiving harvest and feast. And I thought, you know, I need just some downtime reading. This is perfect for that. And it's got beautiful, beautiful pictures and stories and fall scenery all through this book. I'm not even sure when it was made. Let me see if I can find a date on this. 1979, and that's the copyright number on this. It was number 7 for October, and it's published 8 times a year. I don't know if it's still in publication, but it is published by Ideals Publishing Corporation in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So really a nice little book to put out on your coffee table in the fall months. And then to continue with some of the skills and things that I want to bring to this channel. This is the Reader's Digest Country Ways, a celebration of rural life. And I thought this was just a wonderful book. I was flipping through it, and it's got essays in here, it's got recipes, it's got beautiful pictures, and I'm just going to show you a page out of the book. It's got just wonderful stories in here. And again, here's one where the ladies are quilting. And so I want to bring more of our rural life to the channel. We live in a rural community, and I love it here, and I love that our community is not so much a part of the big cities, you know. It is country life at the finest. And here's some of the recipes. Barbecued spare ribs, New England baked beans, chicken gumbo, ham steak and red-eyed gravy, southern fried chicken. Just really, really nice recipes. They've got scrapple in here, which is a Pennsylvania Dutch Ponehaus. It was a way to use up the leftover scraps of pork after slaughtering a hog. I don't do the liver, y'all, but that recipe's in here if somebody's interested in a scrapple. Pickled pig's feet. You know, they didn't waste the parts back in the day. They used everything. Fried catfish. Potato pancakes. Fried green tomatoes. Leather breeches. We will talk about that in another video in another day and time. Hush puppies and red beet eggs and greens and pot liquor, things that you would see in the South or in other parts of the country as well. And then it's got country stories in here, and I just thought this would be a great, great book to have on my shelf when I need some downtime and just to draw inspiration from. I've got one more item to show you, and I'll be right back. It's kind of bulky. I lied. I have two more items, and they're big and they're bulky. And this first one is something I've been wanting to get for a long time. It is a bread box. We paid $4 for this at a yard sale. And it does have some damage, and it needs a good cleaning, and it needs painting. But it's going to come in handy in my kitchen. Hush. It's going to come handy in my kitchen so to keep mice from getting to the bread. We have had field mice this year, and we're trying our very darndest to get rid of the field mice. You know, when you live in the country, you deal with country issues, and field mice are one of them. Now, this last item is really, really big, y'all. It is a cedar stool made by the Amish, and it is really well made. And my husband wanted the other stool for his job. He bought me this one. We paid $15 for it at the yard sale. They had 7 of them. We bought one. And I'm really thrilled to have it in my house. I love cedar wood anyway. I've got several pieces that are cedar, and I think it's one of the most underestimated woods in furniture today. It lasts forever. It has a wonderful odor to it. Smells good. And just to know that the Amish made this was really, really nice. So this is now a plant stand for me temporarily until I get another plant stand. But I will use it in my home, and I will cherish it. My husband and I will both cherish this, to know that somebody lovingly made this by hand. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that you saw something interesting, something fun in all my menagerie of items that I collected this week or this weekend. And I hope that you go out and you check out yard sales and thrift stores and antique malls. You know, you never know what you're going to find. It's always a scavenger hunt. It's always fun. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Thank you for watching, and may you be fully blessed.